What your therapist documents about you can follow you around. That's why I use protective documentation. And one thing that wasn't really discussed much in school, and I didn't really learn from having supervisors, was how important protective documentation is. Your records from seeing your therapist can be subpoenaed in certain cases. And if that happens, if your therapist has written down unfavorable things, things that paint you in a bad light, remarks that you might have made off of the cuff that could affect the current situation that you're in, that could really hurt you. So for instance, let's say that you are a woman who is coming to therapy because you are going through a divorce. And let's say that you talk about the instability that you're experiencing. Maybe say that you're drinking too much some nights and even have some irresponsible behaviors, and your therapist writes those down. So let's say later the divorce proceedings happen and the attorney subpoenas your records. Well, that could be used against your client in court. They could try to wrangle away custody or work on visitation if they see that one parent has been documented by their therapist to exhibit some irresponsible behaviors. So really, basically what protective documentation means is if you were my client, which you're not, but if you were, I would be writing down very generic things that the insurance company needs to have documented, like what are we working on, what is the treatment plan, what is the progress. So for instance, let's say one of my treatment plan goals would be to improve mood. And the treatment plan goal might stipulate that the client reports an improved mood on a scale of 1 to 10, from about a 4 or 5 daily average to a 6 or 7 daily average. So in the treatment note, or progress note, I would write, client reports a daily mood of whatever they said. I've been feeling a 6 or a 5 this week. And then I would write some treatment strategies. Affect identification and expression. That just means the client said how they felt and they expressed it in therapy. So I would keep things very general, very vague, enough to satisfy auditing for insurance, which does happen, but not anything detailed enough to hurt the client or have backlash on them if the records were to be subpoenaed. So for information like this, the nitty-gritties of being a therapist and a client, follow along and like. Thanks.